What's up, guys? We are back again with a weekly analysis, just checking to see on how things have been on the regular symbols that we always look at consistently. So I am going to zoom out onto a monthly, just give you guys a quick rundown. As you guys can see, we are looking at DXY. Always start with DXY. We are retracing off of the support level right here. So this bullish candlestick right here on the monthly is about to actually close because I think we have today and tomorrow left from the March are the days of March. So we are going to be moving in April soon. So this closure in candlestick is obviously going to give us confirmation based on breaking through of this level, which I highlighted right here. Which is a very strong demand zone. So as I am seeing zoom onto weekly, you guys can see that we have been retracing. We retraced off of this level. Now we're pushing to the upside. So I'm expecting this weekly candlestick to actually close above and break through, where we will be seeing crazy momentum actually creep in. As you'll see on the daily, higher highs and higher lows that are being formed. As you can see, yeah. Let me just starting from here. Uh, so yeah, we are going to be seeing a lot of bullish momentum continue in terms of the dollar strengthening. As you guys can see, we are within a bullish trend. So I am expecting really strong dollar to move in the next coming few days. So we are going to now be looking at NASDAQ. So finally, NASDAQ has actually broken that support level, which I was actually mentioning, which was this level right here. So now that we've actually slashed through that level, we can now wait for a solid, because I am going to maybe just take out my pathway so that you guys are able to see. So yeah. Yeah. So what I am now expecting right now for NASDAQ is for it to drop to 22,442. But let's actually zoom out. As always, we do a top-down analysis. So as you can be able to see, we are within the pullback. We have not reached this resistance level as yet, as I mentioned, around this zone here. So we are going to be waiting for a candlestick to kind of just come into this zone and drop below. Now, on the weekly, guys can be able to see bearish momentum has been creeping in. So what I'm going to be waiting is for a retest around this level to actually be created, so that we can be able to drop much lower. So as is always on Mondays, we are going to be experiencing kind of the wick creation. So on the weekly, we're always probably going to see maybe a retest and price coming, just rejecting the zone, and then big drop based on what we experienced also as well too here. As you can see, this long wick in the body had been formed. So this is what I'm also kind of expecting for NASDAQ as well too. So this will be my point of interest, actually kind of taking in the continuation in sell positions. I will be obviously waiting for confirmation. I do have my confirmation conferences in place, so I always make sure it's probably like 1 to 3. But this level right here will definitely be my area of interest in taking sales. So now that NASDAQ has kind of just like formed proper structure, now as we can see it, it's no more ranging anymore. We've broken this support level, and this is a major support level which I've been waiting for in a break for weeks now. So we're seeing how that plays about. I think where else now? We're done with NASDAQ straight, plain and simple. We're going to be looking at my favorite, which was currently my favorite. So NASDAQ's always been my favorite. Currently now US30 is actually been respecting market structure. So we're just gonna zoom out onto the monthly. You guys can be able to see this really strong, big, bearish candlestick around here has actually engulfed all of these bullish candlesticks which are around here. So what is kind of like presenting itself currently now as we see it is that we could potentially actually break this resistance level and reach much lower, but we have to see how things play about. I want to zoom out onto uh, just want to do this. I want to see. So we are stretched out into a monthly as here. I think because we have 1, 2, 3 point touch, or we maybe waiting on the fourth touch, which we could possibly be around. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see now the candlesticks play. But this will be my support trend line, as it's kind of just invalidating the whole bullish trend. If it does break below, then we know very well that we're going to be dropping down probably to 30K. If it does break below this support trend line. But what I'm seeing, I think on see. So now I'm zoomed in onto the 4 hour. Just want to show you guys. So I have been obviously zoomed out into bigger time frames, so it's weekly, daily. Did I show you guys on the daily? Yeah, daily. Obviously, we have kind of just hit a resistant level, so prices kind of just also now rejecting as we see. So now that I have actually kind of seen that we are within a channel. So I'm just going to zoom in onto a small time frame. We are within a channel. I'm going to be actually waiting and seeing on how things play about. I will be kind of expecting possibly either if we do break above this resistance level right here and push upwards, and we'll be creating higher highs and higher lows. So I won't be taking any trades for now. I did take a trade on US30 last week, which was this. So it was kind of like a 3.123 point touch. Then I entered in confirmation and a straight drop, and we had hit TP. It was a beautiful 1 to 3 risk to reward trade. I could have held it actually much longer, but I don't know. I was not necessarily sure. This level right here that was kind of just bouncing off, it was not giving me confirmation in the sense that we were going to actually like slide through and break through, but eventually did on Friday, and then it just tumbled. So we are going to wait for we'll be seeing on how things will play out. If we do get maybe like a slight rejection around the zone, maybe possibly could maybe come back and then retest. But I don't like trading within areas on a bigger time frame. When you look at it on a bigger time, I don't like trading within this level right here unless I've gotten like solid confirmation. And I think I'm looking a little more towards being bullish than bearish unless I do see confirmation and a breakthrough in this level dropping much lower. So I think looking at obviously on the monthly, the candlestick is very extremely bearish. So that engulfing candlestick is really going to kind of just set the indication based on it closing within the 1st of April. So we'll be able to see everything from there moving on. But I think for now, this was kind of just like a really beautiful trade. You can be able to see support, resistance. It was just bouncing off of this level and a straight drop. And yeah, that was that. But yeah, I think for US30, I will be just waiting and seeing how things play about. I'm not going to be taking any trades for now. The only ones for now that I'm going to be looking at, only one for now that I'm going to be looking at is Nasdaq. Now, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin. So Bitcoin. Oh, I remember last week I think I did mention that I was going to take a trade on Bitcoin, a sell position. I did not take this trade. I saw this candlestick actually break above and close above this level right here, and then I didn't take this trade. So this is just kind of just like um me obviously interpreting based on the fact that on my analysis I thought that we were going to be creating lower lows and lower highs. But I did mention last week that this was a very strong support level trend line. So we're just gonna wait and see how things actually play about with this one. When we do zoom out, I'm gonna just do a quick top-down analysis. So when we do zoom out on to Bitcoin, I was expecting this candlestick, the current candlestick that we are currently right now, it is neutral. So I'm expecting it just to like create that bearish body in creating a bearish candlestick as is. So we'll kind of be waiting and seeing on the next maybe day or two. But I am expecting kind of just a really like solid like drop. Nice solid drop. Either maybe today or tomorrow. But if not so, and we cannot does actually end off this way, then yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky for us to analyze Bitcoin as is. Because when you see it on the weekly, it's kind of just been ranging off of this support level right here, this really strong support level. So I'm not sure if this is going to be continuously keep ranging as is forever. So that's the thing that's really tricky with Bitcoin. So yeah, with this need move this right. So yeah, with BTC, I think I'm also going to be similar lines with it. We could, if this candlestick obviously closes engulfs these three candlesticks and closes bullish, then we could possibly come back to this um level right here, then I will be looking for buy positions, but it will just depend on how everything kind of like structures and formulates on Bitcoin. But for Bitcoin, I think I'm also just going to be leaving that out for now, unless I get like a really strong bullish candlestick closing below this level and confirmation that we are going to like really drop lower, then I will be entering in south. So I think tomorrow will kind of give me a little bit, tomorrow or Wednesday will give me really good confirmation as is on what to expect. Also, I think fundamentals this week are really strong for us to actually expect really solid like movement within the markets. So we'll see on how that plays about. And so now gold, gold, gold. So yo, gold really just melted. Crazy. So I'm just gonna zoom out. As you can see, gold as well too kind of just created this really massive bearish candlestick. Yeah, so what I am kind of expecting, because when I do see is that there is a resistance level around here. Resistance, support level, and then we saw another tracement around the zone, yeah. So highly likely possibly if this candlestick on the weekly closes this week, closes bullish, then we are going to see continuous momentum pushing to the upside. But now when you zoom in onto the daily, yeah, things are a little just like ranging within the zone. Not much confirmation. I think, let me see. Yeah, no. Yeah, so if we do maybe possibly get a break above this level right here, and we could be expecting bullish momentum actually creep in, but I'm not necessarily 100% certain if it is going to happen. So we'll have to just wait and see with gold. See, gold can be very tricky as well too sometimes. But I think I'm also going to be setting gold out now because of the fact that we need to kind of just see a breakthrough above this area, this point of interest right here, in order to see a confirmation in bullish momentum moving up to back to around 5K, which is around this level. So I have to just wait and see. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. Yeah, pretty much about it. So let's check out XRP. I haven't checked out XRP in a long time, but I usually invest this on a much more longer term. So yeah, XRP is just looking like it's just about a drop going back to $1, honestly. So yeah, but yeah, I'm a long-term investor in terms of XRP, so I don't really look at it much as in terms of trades, just because of the volume is not necessarily as high as I would expect it to be. I mean, look at this, the small candlesticks that are just managing this and the these weekly candlesticks, really, really small movements. So I don't like that. Not enough volume there. So yeah. Let's move on to fundamentals. So fundamentals, we have Powell speaking at 4:30. Job openings as well too. And Wednesday we have ADP NFP, core retail sales, also in retail sales, also in manufacturing, PMI. Very, very, very big day on Wednesday. Thursday is unemployment claims, and then the big day is the NFP on Friday. So this is going to be a very, very, very big day, as this NFP is coming out a little stronger. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Average hourly earnings are coming out weaker, so everything's kind of looking, yeah, other things are looking positive, others are looking negative, a little more positive for the week in terms of data, but we'll just have to see on the release overall on how things play out. But yeah, think nonetheless, do like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Check our socials on TikTok, description based on all our platforms are in the bio, and as well if you need to contact me, you can be able to contact me. More details are within the description below. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Cheers.